Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you very much for taking time out of your schedules to join us for this morning's presentation. Today's presentation is going to be on performing an effective policy review. And let's face it, in this business, what differentiates us from the other agent is really going to be service. And there are a lot of agents in this business that typically sell a policy and then you never see or hear from them again. And this is an opportunity or a door opener for you to get in there and make sure that the policies are performing properly. It also makes you stand out in front of your clients in terms of when you sell a policy that you are staying in front of that client to continually review their policy needs. And we're joined this morning by Kim Grund from North American Company, and Kim's going to go through how to perform an effective policy review. But before we do that, we just want to go over a few things here, things that are going on here at URL. My name is Matt Alina, and I'm the Agent Support Specialist here. There's another Agent Support Specialist, Joey Fry, and then, of course, there's Steve Clemens, who's the Vice President of our Life Markets Division. The three of us are your marketing contacts. If you've never done business with us here at URL, we're kind of the starting place for how to get started, where to get marketing materials, where to get quotes and sales proposals and illustrations. Once you submit an application, that's where case managers Rosemary Evans and Rachel Cook will get into play, and they will start giving you case status and help you with your applications and submitting that. And of course, before you can even submit business, you do need to get contracted, and that's where Judy Warner gets into the action. Again, for those of you who are new to URL, you can find more information about us at urlinsgroup.com. You feel free to use our temporary username and password. The temporary username in lowercase letters is Gemini, and the temporary password in lowercase letters is Partners. I'm going to get into our Gemini Partners program just a little bit before I hand the controls over to Kim. We're going to get into that here shortly. But our website is a full-service website. You can get term quotes, guaranteed universal life quotes, paper applications, online applications, underwriting guides, product information. We also have an online licensing process on our website, and you're all just a click away. To get term and guaranteed universal life quotes, you would go to the departments section, and then you would go to the life markets, then quoting tools, then going to take you to this screen, which is going to say run a term life or guaranteed UL quote. You're going to key in the client's information, and then it's going to, when you click on view all quotes, it's going to do the shopping for you. And here it's going to do a spreadsheet of the various term lengths and the companies and the different players that are in there, and you can have it saved. You can email it directly from our website to your clients. You can save it and have that as a part of your sales presentation, and basically it'll spreadsheet it for you. Also on our site, you can get life applications and forms. Also under the Life Markets tab, click on Forms, and it's going to take you to another menu, and that's where you would put in the company information and then look up, and it'll highlight all of the required paperwork and forms that are needed to submit the application. If you have been hearing some rumblings here at URL, you probably have heard a little bit about our Gemini program. The Gemini Partnership Program is really more or less a partnership program on steroids. I don't want to get into all the deep nitty-gritty about it. The Gemini program, things that we will do for you is basically we're going to give you the highest commission possible. There's going to be quarterly bonuses. Even if you're not into one particular market or another, maybe you're a life insurance agent, but you don't do any health or group products, we will do that sale for you. You're still the agent of record on there. We give you free E&O. We have various, what we call our Gemini Jaunts and other networking events and an annual retreat. And then there's just more personalized service. You do not have to be a Gemini agent or a Gemini partner to do business with us. This is just another incentive, another way to participate or to basically do business with us, so that you are always earning the highest commissions, and basically we're putting some of our skin in the game and helping you succeed. The other thing to point out is we have our Nothing But Net Agent Rewards program. If you're a new agent with URL, and you place a case with us here in the first quarter, we're going to give you an automatic $25 to basically say welcome aboard and glad you're here. We also have different levels of different bonus levels depending on your cases. We have a slam dunk, which is $50 for your first 2 paid applications. We have a 3-pointer, which is a $100 application bonus, and that's for 3 paid applications during the first quarter. And then, of course, our Big Win bonus is an extra 5% on top of the commission. A Big Win bonus is for face amounts of $4,000 or higher. We will give you an extra 5% commission. Gemini partners, you can also participate in these rewards as well. And any questions regarding either our agent rewards or our Gemini partnership program, feel free to give either me, Steve, or Joey a call. We can kind of go into that and show you how that all works. So that's just a little bit about the things that are going on here at URL. Our toll-free number, and a lot of times people have questions at the end of a presentation after we've all signed off. So if you do have any questions at the end of the presentation, feel free to give us a call. You can reach us toll-free at 800-926-8875. My extension is 141. Joey Fry's is extension 157, and Steve Clemens is extension 132. The 3 of us can help you. We can explain any of our programs, whether it's our Gemini program, our Nothing But Net Agent Rewards bonus program, or any of the carriers and products that we represent. So that's enough from me at this point. I know everyone's here to really kind of find out how to perform an effective policy review. And I'd like to introduce to everyone Kim Grund. Kim is a sales development specialist at North American Company, and she's been one of our dedicated marketers for a number of years. I enjoy working with Kim. And at this point, Kim, good morning, and thanks for taking time out of your schedule to help us out with performing an effective policy review.
Okay, thanks, Matt. We'll get started. Everybody see my screen? Matt, can you see my screen okay?
Yep, it's up and running.
Okay, and as Matt said, we're going to teach you today how to effectively conduct a client review. The title of our presentation today is Life Insurance Client Review. We're going to help ensure your clients' goals are being met. This is our disclosure page. This does pertain to our entire presentation. And with that, we'll get started. Life insurance basically can be one of the most simple and most powerful forms of financial protection. But if it's left untouched, it may no longer meet your client's needs. A lot of people assume their protection is sufficient and appropriate for the duration of their lives. However, as we all know, life changes and insurance products change over time as well. So that's why it's important for you as an agent to have a regular client review practice in place. And just a side note here, as we go through today's presentation, I really encourage all of you to think of your current book of business and the clients that could benefit from a review. Jot down their names so at the end of the presentation, you're prepared to implement this concept with your clients. And I've sent some tools over to Matt that he can share with you, and during this presentation too, we'll be introducing some marketing resources that will help you with this concept. So here's our agenda today. During the presentation, we're going to discuss how to conduct a thorough client review. We're going to show you some sample case scenarios, and then we're going to give you some tools and resources to help you uncover those new sales. So in client review, your clients' lives, they change. And for you as an agent, it's really up to you to remind your clients about the importance of having the most important life insurance protection at all times. If you take the opportunity to reconnect with your clients and review their policies, you're going to be able to determine if your client's current coverage is still appropriately meeting their needs. You know, while you're conducting that client review, you can uncover a lot of life-changing events that could have occurred actually recently. Your target client may have experienced one of these recent changes, or maybe they've got concerns about their current policy performance. Change in marital status. Have they purchased a new home? Have they had a career change? Maybe they've had children. Maybe they've adopted a new child. And maybe they're concerned about their current policy performance. These are all things that you want to cover during this profile stage. And just be thinking of those clients, like I said, in your book of business that you can think of that maybe are newly married, just had children, maybe just purchased a house. These are all candidates for client review. You know, and during that review, it's really important that you ask your clients about their goals and their purpose for life insurance. Just by asking them a simple question, you know, when you originally purchased life insurance, you know, what was it purchased for? You know, help determine whether or not that policy is still meeting their needs. Now, just for an example, if you provide them with a lower premium, it's not going to help if, for example, your client's goal is to build cash accumulation. The other thing that's good to do is, and if at all possible, is to get an in-force illustration for your client's existing policy. Most clients, a lot of times, have no idea where their current policy stands, which is going to make it a little bit difficult for you to do your job in reviewing their policy. So, but if an in-force illustration isn't available, maybe an annual report could be helpful. So if you compare their existing coverage with newer products on the market, you may be able to show them new death benefit guarantees, lower insurance costs, competitive crediting rates may also create a new opportunity for your client. And then your clients may be able to better their coverage. Maybe they'll be able to reduce their costs and maybe help prevent a policy from lapsing because of poor performance. So these are all things that are going to help you during that client review. And just to note, too, that not all of our clients have the same needs. So you want to make sure that you're tailoring the review to each of their individual needs. You know, some may want long-term death benefit guarantees. Others may be looking for a lower premium. Maybe they're looking for more cash accumulation. Also, with our new products now, we've got living benefits and new riders that might be appealing to a lot of our clients. And this may be basic, and we've said it before, but don't forget to review their current beneficiaries. A lot of times, you know, over the years, there could have been a marriage, a divorce, they've maybe had children, like we said, purchased a business. All of these can be reasons to conduct a beneficiary review and then make those adjustments. A lot of these reasons also are going to provide you a new sales opportunity. So if your clients have experienced a significant life change since your last meeting, it should be a reason to review their insurance and then possibly the need for additional coverage. Also, when you're reviewing your client's life insurance policy, keep these considerations in mind. You know, clients, if they're concerned about how their policy is performing, and maybe they're looking for improved cash accumulation potential and lower insurance costs, competitive crediting rates, your clients may be able to better their coverage. They might be able to reduce their costs and like I said earlier, prevent this policy from lapsing because of poor performance. Also, during your discussions, You want to decide whether the premium payment is supporting the death benefit for that desired duration. Today's life insurance policies are basically more flexible. We may be able to offer better pricing, and we could include a feature that maybe wasn't available in those older policies, such as the living benefits. With improved pricing and guarantees, clients might be able to improve their death benefit guarantees, and at the same time, they might be able to lower their premium as well. Also, if you've got clients that have a North American term policy, they may be interested in conversion. Recent Advantage term policies that have been issued by North American also allow the client to add living benefits at the time of conversion without evidence of insurability. And that's if they do the conversion within the first 5 years of issue. Also, if you've got clients that have a North American custom guarantee with a guaranteed exchange provision, they may be able to exchange their policy to a current cash accumulation product offered by North American. So just a lot of opportunities for you and your clients. Clients, a lot of times they have different needs, and here's several of the more common scenarios that might come up during a review. They might be looking for lower cost, and lower cost could include several different sub-items as well. Maybe they want to keep the same amount of death benefit coverage, or they may want to improve their death benefit guarantees, or maybe some combination of both. Don't just focus on lower cost. Make sure you find out what else they want in addition to lower cost. Maybe they want more coverage for the same premium. You know, clients, they're possibly already comfortable paying that designated premium, so why not try to improve their coverage? This could be more death benefit, it could be improved death benefit guarantees, or again, a combination of both. You know, what do they want their premium to do for them? Another thing is improved death benefit guarantees. As we mentioned just in the previous 2 bullets here, there's several ways to obtain improved death benefit guarantees. With new products and lower insurance costs, clients may be able to better their death benefit guarantees. And then enhanced policy performance. If your client wants that opportunity to build cash value for maybe use in later years, with new products and competitive crediting rates, they may be able to obtain a policy with enhanced policy performance. Now we've taken a look at how client review works. Now let's check into how you can structure the illustration and present them to your clients for some of the common scenarios that we talked about on the previous slide. We'll look at lower cost, we'll look at more coverage, we'll look at improved death benefit guarantees, and also enhanced policy performance. So here's our first sample here. We're going to focus on lower cost guarantees. We've got Joe Smith here. He's 57 years old. He's preferred non-tobacco. Currently, he's got a whole life policy that he bought in 1981. It's got a face amount of $50,000. He's paying an annual premium of $595 a year, and there is cash value of $15,300. The policy is guaranteed to endow at age 100. There's a number of things that we could do with this, but we always want to remember what the goal is. And in this case, our client's goal is a lower cost guarantee. So let's see what we've got to offer. So in the first column, what we've got is current situation. So keep in mind, we determined his original policy is probably worth now, we're going to say now it's worth probably somewhere between $60,000 and $80,000 in death benefit coverage. In column 2, we're showing our custom guarantee for this example. Custom guarantee is going to be our lowest cost, best bang for your buck, so to speak, guarantee UL in our portfolio. So if we use that cash value from the existing policy of $15,300, we're going to do that via 1035 exchange. And if we don't add another penny of premium, we can get a guaranteed death benefit of $50,000, and that's going to go to age 97. So that's better than what he started with, and also no more premium. But let's see what else we can take a look at. Let's look at column 3 here. We're going to solve for a specific death benefit of $75,000. We can drop his premium from $595 down to $397.25 a year through age 100. And this time, the death benefit is fully guaranteed all the way to age 120. In column 4, this time around, we're going to solve for a specified death benefit of $100,000. So we can provide him with more guaranteed death benefit coverage through age 120, and for only $536.35 a year. So that's dropping his premium by almost $59 a year. So in these examples, you can see that there's a lot of different ways to meet the client's needs of lower cost and same coverage. So just how much money does he want to save? How much death benefit does he need? How long does he need that guaranteed coverage for? You want to give the client with a few lower cost options to help him, determine which is going to be best to fit his needs. In this example, our goal is going to be a little bit different. We're going to look at more coverage and keeping the premium the same. And we're going to use our same client details as we did in the previous example, but our goal is just a little bit different this time. More coverage and keeping that premium the same. So here again, his current policy is in column 1. We're going to use that 1035 exchange of $15,300 and the same premium of $595 a year that he's currently paying for our next 2 columns. With column 2, with our first option, we're going to once again use the custom guarantee, and that's going to provide him with over $104,000 of guaranteed death benefits. Column 3 this time, we're going to focus this time on our Guarantee Builder IUL. This is our index guarantee product. We can buy him over $81,000 of guaranteed death benefit coverage. So you might ask, why are we choosing the Guarantee Builder over the custom guarantee? The custom guarantee, it obviously buys us more death benefit, but the Guarantee Builder IUL is going to provide your client with some cash value potential. So the custom guarantee is going to provide that low-cost guaranteed death benefit coverage to age 120, but little to no cash accumulation potential. The Guarantee Builder also provides guaranteed death benefit coverage up to 120, but with this product, the client also has that potential cash accumulation that the custom guarantee doesn't offer. So we've got 2 great options for this client. He's already used to paying the premium of $595 a year. So why not give him more death benefit, guaranteed death benefit coverage, and then possibly some cash accumulation potential as well. Both scenarios also provide the client with improved death benefit guarantees. So some nice options here. So now we're going to take a look at another example. This time our goal, we're going to preserve access to cash and then further growth potential. So we've got a little different client here with a little bit more recent and competitive product. He's a male, age 47. He's in great condition. He's super preferred non-tobacco. He's got an existing universal life that's got some performance issues. His death benefit is $250,000. He's paying an annual premium of $1,500 a year, and his cash surrender is $17,500. So with this client, our goal is enhanced policy performance and to preserve access to the cash. So let's take a look at our options. Again, here's his current situation, and because of costs and underperformance, his current policy is going backwards with projected cash values of less than the current $17,500 that he has right now. So we're going to take a look at a couple options. Using our custom growth with a waiver surrender charge option, we can continue his premium and turn this policy around, projecting about $46,000 in cash value in just 18 years at age 65. And the custom growth it's our conservative fixed product. However, just a note for you is we are discontinuing the sale of this product on March 1st, so that's just a caveat. But another option, another great option here actually, is the Rapid Builder IUL. It's got that same great waiver of surrender charge option, and using index performance and an illustrated rate of 7%, we can project over $65,000 of cash value at retirement. So both options, like we said, provide the client with enhanced policy performance. Plus, we're utilizing the waiver of surrender charge option, and that's going to preserve access to cash, which was one of his primary concerns. Here's just a few things to consider when meeting with your client. Access to cash value after a 1035 exchange and a new surrender charge period. Your client might have concerns about access to cash value after a 1035 exchange, or maybe concerns about starting that new surrender charge period. So when you utilize that waiver of surrender charge option on the Rapid Builder, this is going to help overcome those concerns. What our waiver of surrender charge option will do, it's going to waive surrender charges for anything other than an outgoing 1035 exchange, and then this is going to provide them with access to the cash value in those earlier years of the policy. However, just to note, that waiver of surrender charge option, it does have to be applied for at time of application. The other thing, clients may have experienced a change in health since their original policy. You know, can they still get a competitive underwriting class? Again, with the waiver of surrender charge option, this also comes with a table shave. So if your client is moderately substandard, say up to table 3, they will be classified as a standard rate class. On the other side, you know, maybe clients have experienced improvement in health since their original policy. Maybe they previously used nicotine. They may qualify now for non-tobacco rates. Maybe they've had weight loss, controlled blood pressure, cholesterol, all those things that could improve their rate class. The other thing is we've got living benefits. Clients that have purchased life insurance in the last 5 years or more may not have received living benefits with their policy. With the improvements and changes to life insurance policies, they now may include terminal, critical, or chronic illness accelerated death benefits. Many of these benefits come without additional premium at time of issue. However, there is an administrative fee at time of election. So just some other things to consider. And now that we've discussed how to conduct a client review and we've provided you with some sample client review scenarios, let's move on and let's see how you can uncover some new sales. When you're conducting a client review, make sure that you look beyond just the policy on the table being reviewed. Maybe go back to the beginning and conduct a complete needs analysis with a client and discuss income replacement. This is going to help you uncover some additional sales opportunities and really give your clients the appropriate amount of coverage they need. You know, with income replacement, ask your clients to imagine, you know, what would happen if their spouse wasn't there tomorrow? Do both of them have enough death benefit coverage? How comfortable would they be financially? Could they pay the bills next month, through the year? You know, would this affect their ability to retire? How would this impact their children? Lost income of a spouse, it can be a huge worry for a lot of families. And in addition to debt and final expense costs, income replacement it's a critical part of life insurance planning for families in their earning years. So to assist with determining the appropriate amount of life insurance to replace their income, we've got this nice income replacement grid featured here, and it's also part of the client review sales concept kit. So another real nice tool that can certainly aid when you're conducting that needs analysis. Some additional opportunities for new sales can be uncovered by having a conversation about coverage for children, college funding, or even retirement planning. As far as children, this is one of the major reasons why life insurance is purchased. You know, after the birth of a child, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. You know, do I have enough coverage currently? Should I start a policy for my child? You know, can I use life insurance for college funding? You know, if your client has enough permanent coverage, They may need only to supplement additional term coverage to ensure they've got enough death benefit coverage during their working years. Also, we've got a lot of options available for children. It's a good idea on a lot of different levels to have coverage on children, but one of the main ones is really to protect their insurability. If something were to happen to them down the road that would prevent them from obtaining life insurance, they'd have the coverage in place that could carry them for their entire life. And to go one step further, consider the guaranteed insurability option that's available on select products to further enhance their insurability factor. And we've got a lot of examples of insuring children in those early years. You just never know when a diagnosis could come about. It could be, it could be diabetes. It could be just a number of things that can change in a child's life, and it is important to protect their insurability. Also, using Indexed Universal Life for college funding, it's a great way to plan for those expenses. At North American, the policy is taken out by the parents, so the policy can be a self-fulfilling plan in case of the death of that parent. So when structured properly, it can provide cash value to be used for loans or withdrawals at the time of college. And as far as supplemental retirement, if your client's existing policy was strictly for death benefit, but now maybe they want to supplement retirement using life insurance, this is another really nice opportunity to write a policy on the client. A great way to uncover new sales opportunities is through social media. Today, as you know, people announce major life changes in a very public way. New babies, marriages, home purchases, career changes, divorce, death in the family. You're seeing this all over social media. So you can stay on top of these changes by having an active presence yourself on social media. According to LIMRA, two of the most popular steps these social consumers take towards purchasing life insurance are talking to family and friends, most likely online, and then researching life insurance online. So, what will consumers find when they look for you? The first things first, be found. What will a client find when they do a Google search for you? What impression will you make? You need to be where your customers and prospects are. Social media. First step towards social selling is to create a profile on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Those are just a few of the options. And every financial professional should connect with their clients, past and present. So make social media a part of your conversation. Ask clients and potential clients, can we connect on LinkedIn? Will you follow me on Facebook, Twitter? They say every conversation starts with good listening, and that same thing does hold true for social media. When was the last time a client called you just to tell you that they were expecting a new baby? Probably not often, and likely one of the last people on their list to share this good news is with their financial professional. But I bet they're posting it on Facebook and Twitter. So if you're their friend on Facebook or following them on Twitter, chances are you're going to find out this information. By sharing content that your audience will find interesting or meaningful in their lives, you can help build credibility among your network of friends. So by building a long-lasting network of engaged customers, that network will actually do a lot of the work for you. And so when they like or share anything that you post, that content gets blasted to all of their friends. And just remember how important that word-of-mouth marketing is. So here's your opportunity to make an impression on your prospects through that digital word-of-mouth. And at North American here, we want to assist you with your online social media presence. We provide you with consumer-approved content on a monthly basis that you can share on social media. If you log onto our website, it's www.northamericancompany.com and click on Sales and Marketing and Social Media, and you can access content plans for Facebook and Twitter. We want to make it easy for you to be able to connect with your clients on social media and help you grow your business. Also, did you know that North American has a YouTube channel? We've got 17 consumer-friendly videos that you can share on social media. You can embed or email your clients. If you want to embed a North American material on your website, however, you do need to submit a request to our advertising review department and get approval before it can be used on your site. But just another way that North American can assist you in uncovering new sales and getting that conversation started on life insurance and the concepts that we offer. I've been giving you a lot of marketing material throughout this presentation, and you can find a lot of these things that I discussed on our new marketing materials landing page. This new landing page is going to provide you access to sales concept kits, including agent and consumer videos. We've got product brochures. We've got upcoming live and recording web events that are company sponsored. We've also got valuable social media training tools and resources. So bookmark this landing page on this slide for your future reference. And on this screen, I've got an example of our client review sales concept kit. This kit, you can access this on the marketing landing page that I just discussed on that previous slide, or you can order hard copies too from our website. We also provide sales kits for some of the other concepts that we briefly talked about: income replacement, college funding, retirement planning. Actually, at North American, we've got 12 sales concept kits that are available for you. And every one of these kits that has a client brochure, it's got an agent's marketing guide, you've got a consumer worksheet, you've got an agent checklist, you've got a case flyer, and you've got a life events checklist. And as well, North American does have consumer postcards that you can actually customize. If you're a contracted agent with North American or a licensed agent with North American, we'll actually customize postcards that you can send out to your clients. So just to wrap up here, we talked about client review. We talked about the value of conducting a review and ways to do this. We gave you some information. Positioning and presenting, we gave you some sample case studies, just some options to fit your client's needs. And then lastly, to help you uncover those sales, we talked about social media and gave you a wide variety of marketing resources to help you with those sales. So bottom line, with the client review, your client's going to get the appropriate death benefit coverage that he or she needs. In the meantime, we'll address life events to make sure that they've got the coverage they need, and at the same time meeting their financial goals. And you as an agent, you're going to get a sales strategy. We found ways to help you strengthen your client relationships, and bottom line, to help you uncover new sales. So here's some homework. I said earlier in the presentation to be thinking about those clients as we go through all of these steps. So I identify 3 clients that would meet the client criteria here. Give them a call in the next week, and then use Matt and Joey, Steve, myself to help position North American's life products as a solution for their life insurance needs. And that concludes our presentation. I'll turn it back over to you, Matt. See if anybody has any questions, comments.
All right, if anyone has any questions, thank you very much, Kim, by the way. If anyone has any questions, you can type your question. I'll read them aloud, and we'll get those questions answered. If you're listening to us through the phone and you want to raise your hand, or even if you have a microphone attached to your computer, you can raise your hand and I can unmute you and you can ask your question aloud. Let me just put my contact information back up on the screen so that you can see here. Okay. Bear with me here, folks. Anyway, anyway, our contact information, you should be able to see that. It's 800-WANT-URL. It's 800-926-8875. My extension is 141. Joey Fry's is extension 157. And Steve Clemens is extension 132. And usually what happens is you have some questions at the end of the presentation after you've kind of digested some of the information, and you know, some questions kind of pop up in your head. So we're going to make it easy for you in terms of some of the sales tools. The worksheets and things like that, Kim has already sent that information to me. So what we'll be doing is everybody that's in attendance today will be getting the materials in the next couple of days. We have to put it together in an email through our marketing department, and then we'll get that emailed out to you. So that's going to be one way of thanking you for joining our presentation. Another thing I want to point out to you as questions are coming in here is if you're in the central Pennsylvania area, near the URL office, please mark your calendar. Coming up on March 22nd, Michael Martin from North American Company will be here in our office. If you like this sales concept, Michael Martin will have even more sales concepts. He is the Regional Sales Vice President of North American Company. So he will be here. It will be on March 22nd here at the URL offices. There will be an email invitation going out here in the next few days, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for March 22nd. A couple of questions that have come in here. Clyde asked, can you put the landing page address or will it be emailed to those on the webinar? Clyde, I will be emailing all that information to you. Again, there's other materials that Kim mentioned in the presentation that once you get contracted with North American, you will have access to that. With your partnership here at URL, we will also get you the materials so that you can make those presentations. One of the things to also point out to everybody on this call today is Kim is actually one of North American Company's owners. They are an employee-owned company. So they have products that are designed for the long haul. They're not products that they're here today and gone tomorrow. Some news that kind of hit the insurance industry in the last couple of weeks was that Genworth is pulling out of the life insurance marketplace, and that is true. They are still accepting applications up until the first week of March, so we've got about 2 weeks left. But where I'm going with that is North American has some great products. They're an A+ rated company, and their whole mantra is that they're going to design products that are going to be in it for the long haul. We don't want clients that purchase a policy today and then a few years from now they find something better. So North American really, like I said, they're an A+ rated company. They have outstanding products, and if you haven't used them, give us a call. We'll put together some presentations, some materials for you, and you'll see exactly where they stand. And they're at the top, if not the top, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Another question that came in is, and this is from James. James, thank you for the question. It says, could you describe a scenario where term life and indexed universal life could be used to reduce premiums and accumulate cash value?
So Matt, did you want to take that, or did you want me to take it?
Yeah, I can take that. Again, the question
okay.
is, could you describe a scenario where term life and indexed universal life could be used to reduce premium and accumulate cash value? James, I guess the best way to do it is when you're looking at what they currently have, perhaps they already have a term policy or they need more coverage. A lot of people will buy a term policy to cover the majority of their death benefit to keep the costs down, but also with the idea that their financial obligations are going to diminish over time. Not completely, but perhaps in 20 or 30 years from now, their house is paid off, kids are out of the house, so you have that 20 or 30-year term that will cover them for the majority of their financial obligations, and then have that index universal life policy working side by side with the term policy, that policy there is going to accumulate some cash value that is also there to cover with a death benefit to cover them during their working years, and then there's that cash value in the policy that will help supplement their retirement years. Matt asked a question here. Thanks for the question, Matt. There were some great ideas and points during the presentation. Is it possible for us to get a copy of this emailed to me? Yes, Matt, we'll get that emailed to you as well. And like I said, the materials that are in the presentation will be sent to you. It's not going to happen today, but it will happen here in the next couple of days. We'll get that together. If you have any other questions, you can either raise your hand or type those questions. And again, let me throw out the phone number here to URL. It's 800-926-8875. My extension is 141. Joey's is extension 157, and Steve's is extension 132. Okay, I think that should do it. Again, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to join us for today's presentation. We hope that you found that the materials today were useful and that it'll help you with your next life case. And remember, there is a little bit of a homework assignment here, and that's basically identify 3 clients that you can approach to review their policy, whether it's an existing client of your own or somebody that you know. Maybe you do other lines of business. Maybe you do P&C or securities, and they have their life insurance through some other agent. This is just an opportunity for you to get out there and network with them and see if you can help them with their life insurance. So at this point, I guess that will wrap things up.